is going to be closing, a fantastic closing 8 laps of this race.
Yeah, it's certainly going to be pretty nail-biting. Unfortunately for Ethan, that's the end of his race. He walks back very upset onto turn 2, but he did well to get up the order and stay in third right up to that incident. So most unfortunate for Ethan, but he'll be racing again soon, I'm sure.
Yeah, you can't blame these kids. I mean, the adrenaline is pumping at the highest. They're keen and eager, they're overexcited, they're just going to do anything that comes to their mind. Nothing to blame. It's good racing for us spectators anyway. Certainly good for Armin, who's regained third position.
That's right, I promised you, certainly no dull moments here in SKC, and it's proving to be so with the junior category. We bring ourselves down to the last few laps, 12 laps to go. Armin, meanwhile, clocks at 34.931, the first sub-35 time for the afternoon.
Wow, we saw Santosh getting awfully close to the tyre wall in the stadium complex there.
That's right, he's trying to cut it fine. He's carrying a bit more speed through that entry into turn 1 and trying to get a nice straight line through that chicane.
Now Armin is closing the gap onto Hong Yang here for second position, but they're coming up to a Manon, a back marker. Hopefully she'll let Armin through without any troubles, because we could be up for an exciting finish for second position if Armin still keeps doing what he's doing. What a fantastic little racer.
I tell you what, you can learn a thing or two from watching these young ones drive. You look at Armin and his determination. He's constantly chipping away at his times. He just clocked the 34.844. He's definitely trying to close that gap and driving his heart out to try and chase that gap back.
Fastest lap of the race. He's coming up to Manon now, back marker, the other female in this racing series. Hopefully she's going to let him through nice and easy. He's got to make up some ground. There's only 5 laps to go. He can do it on the inside. He takes Manon. Nice driving there, professional driving. Now he can put his head down and start attacking. He's got the fastest lap of the race so far, 34.8. It's about 400ths of a second faster than Gabriella in the lead. She seems to be taking it a little bit easier now. She's got it under control.
Yeah, she's got to just maintain that lead and not let the rest come up on her on surprise. Not to forget, of course, Ryan Chung in kart number 329. I think he's suffering a bit of a performance dip in his kart because he had a bit of an early collision. It looks like his radiator's a little shaky. Here he comes in front of us now. But Ryan, of course, also karting for only about 8 months. He's done very well for himself in this series and definitely trying to put on a 5.44.
Now, I don't know what the point situation's here. If Armin maintains third or gets second, I think he'll maintain the championship lead on this one, but it's definitely going to be a close one between himself and Gabriella.
And of course, all drivers vying for points in the championships, not necessarily just trying to be first in this round, but overall champion. They've got to add the points up, so they can't really afford to miss any round. They really want to finish every race and as high a position as they can every time.
And Gabriella can't take it too easy. There's 3 laps to go. She's got a tremendous lead, 6 seconds until second place Hong Yang, but any mistake can happen. That could cost her the race. She needs to concentrate.
We've still got 8 laps to go, as Gabriella brings us to 18 laps. We have 7 laps to go. It's a 25-lap race for the juniors. Armin, meanwhile, clocks at 34.843. He's consistently chipping away on that gap, and he's now within 8 seconds of Yo Hong Yang.
They are on the same corner now. As Hong Yang was exiting turn 2, Armin was starting it, but now Armin and Hong Yang are actually on the same corner. Look at this, he's going to duck and dive. Armin could do this. If he just takes it easy, lines up his shot, times it just right, avoids some accidents here. He could do it. Look, he's right on the bumper now of Hong Yang. Armin fighting for second position. Awesome stuff by the young kid.
And here he goes. He's going to try and approach on the outside. I don't think Yo Hong Yang knows how close Armin is to him.
He's going on the inside. Couldn't quite make it stick there. Very dangerous. He had one wheel. He almost touched the inside curbing on turn 2. You don't want to do that because that will be the end of your race. Can he do it at the end of the back straight? He's going wide to scoop down, and he's going to try and take him on the outside of the stadium. There's a bit of bumping and grinding there. He's giving him a nudge saying, hey, I'm here. I'm ready to take you and take second position as they come out of the last corner approaching turn 1. Can he take Armin, take Hong on the first corner? No, he's going to try and do it on the outside of turn 2, I believe.
I think Yo Hong Yang has picked up on how close Armin is. He's driving a very defensive line now, and Armin's really struggling to try and find some space.
And again, this guy trying to pass on the back chicanes. Gutsy move. Can he do it into the stadium now? Coming on the outside. On the outside, he's going to make it stick now. No, can't quite do it. He's ducking and diving, foxing him now on the inside of the stadium complex. He's got to maintain this position to get a good drive out of the last corner. He's bouncing up and down, trying to get as much speed as he can. But Hong Yang is just making his cut extra wide, making Armin work for it. Exciting stuff.
Yo Hong Yang currently has 0.152 seconds, 1/100th of a second on Armin, and they're still fighting it out with 4 laps to go. If you can catch the footage on the screen, you'll see they're literally bumper to bumper as they come down the back straight and out of that chicane. Here he comes again, right on the bumper of Yo Hong Yang.
He's nudging him, they're touching. Hong Yang knows exactly where he is. He just can't get enough speed coming out of the last corner there.
I'm curious to know why Yo Hong Yang keeps dipping on the inside of turn 1 every time he goes in. I don't know if he's trying to close the line off and just because he knows Armin's there, or if he's trying to do a little bit of a late apex of some sort.
And maybe Armin needs to take a different line exiting the back straight here so he can line himself up to maybe get on the inside of Hong Yang. He's taking a wrong line there. He can't get him on the outside of that corner. He's going to have to take a wider turn into the back of this back straight, entering the stadium complex to set him up. He's close enough now. This should be it.
Well, you see Armin holds to his line and the entry into turn 1. Yo Hong Yang goes a little bit narrow onto the entry, and that's where Armin seems to be gaining a little bit of speed. He's being very patient though, and here he tries on turn 3. Oh, and some nudging there as they go down the back straight there.
This kid's a superstar. He knows exactly what he's doing. The crowd are on their feet here in the grandstands. They're loving this battle for second position.
As our race leader takes us to the final lap, 24 laps in, 1 lap to go.
1 lap for Armin to do something. He can do something. He's only millimeters away from second place Hong Yang. Hong Yang's making his kart extra wide. Maybe we're going to see something, Armin do something at the back straight around that chicane, but this is going to be one of his only chances to do something around turn 2. Ducking on the inside, make it stick. Not quite. Let's have a look what he's doing at the back chicane.
Here comes kart number 25 to take the checkered flag, Gabriella Teo.
Well done, her first win of the SKC Championship. Armin's only got a few turns to go. He's got to make it tight. He knows this is the last lap. He knows this is the last corner. Can he dive in? Centimeters into it, but Hong Yang keeps it for second position. What a battle for second position. Hong Yang and Armin separated by just centimeters. What an awesome race. Armin was in second position. He dropped down to 5th, and he's just finished in 3rd position, centimeters behind Hong Yang. Brilliant drive by all 3 drivers. Another dominant day from Gabrielle. She dominated in the wet. She dominated. She was 12.5 seconds in front of second position. Awesome race by the young lady, star of the future. Hong Yang, awesome to hold back Armin, the championship leader. The crowd can't believe it. They're excited. They can't wait for more. Ryan Chong in 4th. Santosh Balakrishnan, second in the championship there. He could have done some fantastic stuff, but unfortunately had a couple of problems in 5th place. Manon Maestra, not a good start for her, but don't worry, she'll come back in the next round.